Oh, how time flies. A few short years ago, November 21st, 2021 to be exact, had the pleasure of speaking with a young man, Nigy Boy. An inspiring story. A story of humility, genius, and just God given talent. A story of perseverance. We knew right then and there that something special was on the horizon. Today, he's arguably Jamaica's biggest artist. And the greatest thing about it, his trajectory is infinite. So let's rewind the clock a little bit for those who haven't heard. Let's take a listen to a conversation with Nigy Boy.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole. He's got a heart of gold.
It's all about homegrown with G. Cole. Where anyone that say that?
Today's guest is a young man who came to our attention years ago, right? As a young boy in Jamaica, right? And today, time has flown by so fast, talking about grown man right now, right? What, 2021, 20 going on 21, right? And been inspiring us since then till now, all right? Mama named him Nigel, Hector, and the world. And when I say the world, I'm talking about the world because the world is tuning in, all right, to hear this voice, hear this inspiration. The world knows him as Nigy Boy. You know what I mean? The world knows him as Nigy Boy. Got a brand new single out in the street. So we're going to welcome right now Mr. Nigy Boy. Let me see if I could get him to the forefront right about now. Like I said, no difficulties, no difficulties, no difficulties. Nigy Boy, walk on. You can hear me?
Yeah, man. Live and direct, live and direct.
Like I say, you're Chris and you're clear. I appreciate you joining us today, sir.
It's my honor. I'm honored.
Pleasure. I know you're making the rounds. I want to start making the rounds. I'm watching you on stage the other day. You know what I mean? I think Oprah's next, but I don't want to put your business out in the street. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to meet her though.
All right, when you get that going, let me tell them I'm security. All right, I'm rolling with you. I'm security. All right.
Definitely.
We're gonna make it work. How everything, man? You good?
Yeah, man.
Nice. Now, for those people, we're gonna, we get into the backstories and we bring them up to now. But for those people who are not familiar, the three people who are not, you were born in Jamaica, right? And
yes.
Your stories, even prior to birth, doctors had a grim outlook for you. And of course, you've exceeded all those expectations. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take them back. Talk to me a little bit about, we're not even want to say life before fame, right? We're going to talk about life as a young kid growing up in Montego Bay, Jamaica.
I mean, life was a young kid, Montego Bay, all the days. So life was a young kid growing up. It wasn't too bad actually. I enjoyed every day. There were sons and daughters of neighbors that I'd rock out with and play with. We had all our toys and we'd go to each other's houses and play. Yeah, I was everywhere. When I wasn't in the house, I was in the what do you call it? The Harbor Street Craft Market. That's like a big trade center, basically, where people they go and you always see the tourists in there buying like carvings and necklaces and Bob Marley shirt and all of them stuff because my family they're in the craft industry, and that's where they were based. So I used to spend most of my days down there. Just running up and down the place. I remember I used to like push my cousins in crates, and the other kids that were in the market. So it was a fun little adventure growing up. Yeah.
The atypical youth, upbringing in Jamaica,
Yeah, energetic, run up and down till you sweat and then you drop asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell people this all across the globe, not to take away anybody's youth and how people are raised wherever, but there's nothing like that Jamaican experience, man.
Indeed.
Nothing like it. Now, again, we talk about overcoming obstacles, right? So even prior to your birth, and you can fill me in, what was the doctor's prognosis to your parents prior to you being born as to what the outcome would be?
Well, according to them, I wouldn't make it. I would never be sitting here today in the mortal coil. Yeah, I'd be dead. That was their prediction because I was born severely premature. Let's say around 5 months and 2 weeks.
Right.
I'm not really sure of the circumstances behind why I was born that early. But I came out. I
Right.
don't
Right.
know. I guess time had plans for me.
Right.
I came out. And they're like, "All right, we don't think you're gonna make it because babies, at my development stage, normally perish."
Right.
So they put me in the what you call it, the deadpan. Go for carry me go mag and sitting and I
Wow.
guess when the cold touch me back, me ball.
A long time you sing.
Oh yeah. Eh? Tell me no one they take me.
I said, not today.
No, sir, me no one they put me on ice today. So me sing out. They realize.
I love it.
Yeah, man. They realize, and I guess at the time they were about to pack my mother off and send her out. She was about to leave, and I guess the nurses or whoever were handling me, they realized that I'm alive, and a nurse went down to greet my mother, and she told her, "We are going to your pink baby, and I go to meet a pink baby," and she turned back and she went up there.
Wow.
Here we are. So she got me, she brought me home, and here I am.
And in the words of many grandmother, and he's been nothing but trouble ever since.
Oh yes. I think it's trouble. And I look back on it today and laugh and say, "My word, man."
A perfect testament to the saying that old people used to say, man a plan, I've got to wipe out, or if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. You know what I'm saying? You are a true testament of that. I always wonder, especially growing up in places like Jamaica. I love Jamaica. Jamaica's home. Ocho is born and raised, so we celebrate it to the fullest. But when you're growing up in Jamaica, Jamaica is, for lack of a better word, a place that it's ill-equipped to handle folks with disabilities. And when I say ill-equipped, I don't mean completely. There are institutions and there's so forth, but it's not a lot going on, right?
True.
As you came home from the hospital and so forth, and that's the other thing pretty much too is this: parents, there's no manual that comes with raising a perfectly healthy child, let alone a child with a disability. I presume from the research, you actually didn't lose sight until probably about 6 months in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be memories that would predate your vortex. I remember what I was
Yes. No.
You know what I mean? So talk about, and I gotta give props to, let's say mom, but whomever else. Sometimes the village raises a child, sometimes it does not. But whomever it is that
it was
nurture.
a village.
It was the village, right?
I shouldn't even. It was a continent. It was too much. My God, man, the list is too long to name. You have mommy, you have aunties, you have uncles. Every day, me and my mother used to say, one of my uncles, I say, before me born, I hold it a sardine and mackerel and sit me used to feed, and I must say that's why I love mackerel so much. and I used to responsible for cook it up. Yeah, man.
Wow.
It was a continent.
Wow. It's amazing a lot of times that, and this is life and in general, the whatever is supposed to be the obstacle can sometimes be the conjunction, and it can be the bridge. It can be that thing that brings the cohesive thing that brings people together and brings out the best in people, especially in our environment where sometimes we can, people think it's the direst and people are lacking in concern, and then, you know what I'm saying? But my people, our Jamaican people, can be some great folks. Great folks.
Oh, yes.
I love it. Now, growing up again in Jamaica, like I said, but when the one or two people I knew who were visually impaired is what I should say. There's generally just one or two schools in Jamaica. Talk to me a little bit about like primary school times and coming up in Jamaica. How was that? I shouldn't say adjusting because, like you said, from a young age coming up, you're without the visual aspect of it. But talk to me a little bit about that upbringing.
It was a transition actually. So all right, Montego Bay, or let's say the 13 parishes, excluding Kingston, which is why I say 13. They don't know how to deal with people with disabilities. They're very unaware.
Right.
There aren't any established schools or institutions dedicated to serving us.
Right.
But I mean, I was growing up. I was fully developed. My brain had no blemishes, and my mother decided to send me to school with my cousins. They were going to, what's that school called now? Edward Preparatory School, Edward Prep. I think I was going there for free, according to what my mom was saying. The principal just said, "Let him come."
Right.
Yeah.
And this is not for the masses. This is not an institution for the blind. This is just a standard institution, a regular school.
Yeah. From
All right.
I think it went from kindergarten to 6th grade, I believe. And I was there until I was about 4. And while there, they didn't know how to teach me. But I'm nevertheless, I was impressed at what they could do.
Right.
Not having the necessary tools or knowledge to accommodate me. So I remember I was in what did they call it? Junior. They call it, I think, Junior 1. Yeah, Junior 1. I was at the starting grade for kindergartners. So I was there, and I had a teacher named Miss Thomas. And I remember she used to get this like a construction paper, like a cartridge paper almost.
Right.
And she used to cut it, and take sand and glue, and make like letters of the alphabet and numbers, and make them into words. And she would let me feel them and say,
Wow.
"Oh, this is the letter A. This round one is the letter O. This stick thing is L, and such and such and such and such."
Right.
But I was eager to learn. They knew that I was eager to learn. They knew they were ill-equipped to teach me. And I guess my mom was asking around at the time to find out if there was an institution that could serve me. And
Right.
she got connected to let's say a very dear teacher of mine, Mrs. Hilton, and she told her about the Salvation Army School for the Blind. That was on the other side of the country, Kingston. So we packed up and we moved from Montego Bay and we went to Kingston, and we were living there for a while. And they used to send me to school, and the bus, like I think it was the 44 bus that goes to Manningsville. Yes, it would take me from, I think we were living downtown, if I remember correctly. So it would pick me up from there in the mornings, and drop me to school, and then pick me up in the afternoons and bring me back home.
Right.
That was when I was about 4 years old. And then at 6 years old, I started boarding in at the facility, and my family moved back to Montego Bay.
Right.
And then I would go home for, say, major holidays, and if I wanted to go home for midterm breaks, I would at times. But I stayed largely. I spent most of my time at the school largely, and then there, I was introduced to Braille. Very early. I think I learned Braille in like 4 weeks, or at least grade 1 Braille in 4 weeks.
Wow.
I was a very, very, very lazy kid. I didn't want to do the work. I remember when I was in the 2nd grade, I used to tell the teacher that I can't write the Braille because my fingers hurt, which was a lie. And
You are, if it's one to them, can't say in Nigeria is that you're not honest, right? If
See?
it's one to them,
Exactly,
at least
exactly,
now.
exactly.
I love it. Listening to you speak on this, the part of it that really, I will say, really gets me and a lot is listening to you talk about the initial stages. Because what happens pretty much here is this, and we got to realize it, whether we want to realize it or not. It was their informal braille when that teacher was getting letters for you, right? And at early school education. That was braille, for lack of a better word, not the right way, but she was preparing you for that, whether or not they realized it.
Definitely.
Man,
Definitely.
I gotta give
Most
my
definitely.
people in Jamaica props, and I got to give my people props, man.
They're very inventive. Very, very,
Right,
very
man.
innovative.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And on top of that, now we talk about you growing up in Jamaica again, overcoming the obstacles, because education is fundamental. It is the way, and just listening to you speak, I know that you're an educated person, but getting that, especially again, growing up in Jamaica, is a challenge. So I take a minute to mention that, of course, because I wanna big up and I wanna honor those people, the true educators in Jamaica, because a lot of times when it comes to this education thing, people just go for the people who are experts in a field. So if you're an accountant, they say, "Yo, go teach accounting." But in Jamaica, some of the people, they do know how to teach, how to educate,
Oh, yeah.
and I wanna
Oh, yeah.
commend them for that. You know what I mean? And I want to launch up Salvation Army School for the Blind also. We talk about inspiration all the time, and in life we got to find our muses, especially to help us to overcome our obstacles and so forth. We talk about musical inspiration and so forth a lot, but let's talk about personal inspiration. As a kid growing up in Jamaica, and even up to this point, who do you point to and say, you know what, that person or those persons were very much an inspiration for me in order to get me where I am today?
I'm gonna say, well, first and foremost, my mom. She's at the forefront as always. But besides her, it would be the extended family as a whole. The extended family as a whole. Friends and relatives that resided around us, specifically the folks in the craft market. They instilled in me a never give up attitude, basically.
Right.
And it's been with me ever since. They've been a source of motivation for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And today we're talking about Nigel, but we also talk about Nigy Boy because he's a star musically right now. That's on the rise.
I haven't been singing. No.
Right.
As we said before, me even born.
Wait, so your first thing is a note.
Yeah.
You're giving it to them.
Oh yeah.
As a kid growing up, what were your music? What was your introduction to music? Were you a choir boy? Were you doing stuff like that in church? What was the introduction to music as a kid growing up?
I was. But preceding all of that, my family is a very musical lot. Like I have lots of uncles and aunts that sing and DJ. One of my uncles, I guess he says his stage name is Chop Street, so I have to call him Chop Street. Chop Street a DJ, Chop Street a DJ. You know?
That's a big up Chop Street.
DJ, I mean, big up Chop Street.
And him chopping straight.
Yeah, man, Chop Street, man. And then me one that Uncle Jackila, Uncle Jackila sing and DJ now. Or say I sing a regular song like.
Yeah.
I try to think of one of them like one of the baby song. In putting a theme on a style. Or you know that baby song that we go. Skidamarinka dinka ding, skidamarinka do I love you. So him would sing it like me can't snap. So me knock it table. Skidamarinka dinka dinka ding, skidamarinka ding do. So he puts it in his own style and snaps.
Cool, no man.
Yeah.
The remix.
Yeah. I grew up around them. Singing, learning from them. And then when I went to the Salvation Army School for the Blind, that was where all the choir, say singing in church
Formal stuff.
started. Yes, that was where all of that started. I was randomly um, picked one morning by the choir director, Mrs. Lee. Yeah, she asked me to come to their choir practice. I think it was like 12:30 that it started, weekdays. So I went, I joined, I was singing with them for the duration of the time I was up there.
Right.
Over time, I became one of the leading soloists for the choir. Um, yeah, and then we were singing in churches. We had lots of events that we would go to sing. Um, we did like lots of JCDC competitions, won a lot of them. And I came second for my solo one of the times. And I
Wow.
should have gotten the first place, but such is life. Because it was like a yeah, clean sweep almost. The
Right.
choir got the first. I was leading an ensemble at the time too. The ensemble got the first, and then it was just the soda that was supposed to get the first. And I guess they were like, "Oh no, it's gonna look too bad if this school just comes in and sweeps everything away. So let's just give him the second place." But such is life. What can you do?
Yeah, where you go?
Yeah,
It's
where
not
you
like they
gonna
got songs on the radio right now. You
it's
do, so it's all good.
Tio.
You know, it's we talk about inspiration a lot of times, and we look for inspiration in people who look like us, sound like us a lot of times, versus just what society tells us to. From a musical standpoint, who inspires you? I know we spoke about who inspires you personally, but who inspires you musically?
Who inspires me musically? I mean, I'm gonna say again the people I grew up around. I learned much of my musical style from them. I learned how to adapt from them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mrs. Lee specifically, she was who I really learned how to sing from.
Right.
Um, like we would have, say, those days when I'd be practicing a solo for some competition, and I'd try to do some sort of run, and I'd mess up, and she's like, "No, go over again, do that over again." And then there are times I would just sit down and listen to her sing, and try to remember what she did, and then I just go and take a shower and try to practice in the shower and see if I could imitate her as
Right. Right.
as best as
Right.
possible. And then I mean, um, at the time we were listening to like a lot of gospel music, because gospel music is very the singers that sing gospel music is very very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to a lot of Kirk Franklin and Marvin Sapp and Kim Burrell. So
Wow.
I drew a lot of how I sing stylistically from them as well.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I get that because as I listen to your music too, it's I refer to some vocalists sometimes as what I call pure vocalists. You know what I mean? It doesn't the genre is just an adding. The genre is just where we place them, but they're pure vocalists, which means they could go anywhere, and that's what I get from listening to you sing.
That's exactly what I plan to do. Go anywhere and everywhere. Capitalize
Nice.
on all markets. Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. When again, it's amazing sometimes because stories sometimes get lost in whatever we want it to be. Sometimes it's a tragedy, a triumph over tragedy, and whatever the case may be. But when you is music and your personality and whatever the case may be, you would never know or think that you had to overcome any obstacles because personality wise you're shining through your music shining through, and it's no some people can get and I'm talking about without any form of disabilities at all. Some people
Right.
can get
Right.
sucked into that little vortex, that little spot of self-pity and all them things, and something may not do this or I'm not enough of that or whatever the case may be. But
Mm.
one thing is not lacking for Nigy Boy is that little thing they call confidence, and I dig it because it shines
Can't
through.
make it lacking. Me can't make it lacking. No, I got to exude it to the best of my ability.
Cool, no man. Cool, no man. Cool, no man. I dig that. I dig that. When it comes to reggae music, because of course the thing about music is you being a Jamaican, right? And no matter where you come out and people expect it to be reggae, they expect you to do the reggae thing and so forth. From a reggae perspective, who's in Nigy Boy's playlist? When you're bumping some music and all of that, who you listening to?
Reggae.
Reggae and dancehall, or should I say Jamaican music?
Reggae. I mean, every now and again, most people frequent Master Bob. I have a specific amount of tracks that I listen to from him. Um, Let me see. Hmm. I mean, I guess if we're talking about like say nowadays artists,
Mm-hmm.
my boy, the name Dexter Daps,
Mad.
because his style. See, he's one of the few, say nowadays dancehall artists that
Mm-hmm.
traverse genres,
Yep.
which is wonderful. Um, I listen to a bit of Taros Riley. I love
Mm.
Chronics. Um, um, Back in the days, it was Bunty and Beanie,
Cool,
um,
man. Cool,
Cartel
no.
and Movado because I grew up around them hearing their feud.
Right,
Um,
right. So you've been soaking
oh,
it all in,
oh
soaking it
yeah,
all in.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
I love it, man. I love
oh
it.
yeah.
For those people who are just joining us, we're talking right about now, Mr. Nigel Hector, aka Nigy Boy. So make sure so when you hop onto iTunes, Spotify, wherever you're looking up the music, you look for Nigy Boy because when I said big tunes, big things are happening, you've got no idea, all right? Just speaking to you, and I know people are being inspired from there, and for all those people listening on radio. Um, the journey of an artist now because you've done you've done music as a love as a passion. You've done
Yes,
the formal aspect of it. When did you
yes.
decide that something? I want to go down the field of making music something that I do from a professional standpoint. When did you cross that threshold?
Um, I'd say probably about 2 years ago, the idea occurred to me
Mm-hmm.
uh, because of my best friend. So I think about 2016,
Mm-hmm.
summer of 2016, or close to summer of 2016, um, I went to JCDC um, to perform, to compete. And I got to the semifinals, but the song I was singing, it was one of those songs that was interfering with my voice.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the time, puberty was hitting hard, and I guess the
Mm-hmm.
judges they realized they're like, all right, um, if we let you sing in the finals, the Nigel we know today will not be the Nigel we know tomorrow.
Right.
So they dropped me and said, all right, I think it's best if you go and leave, go on hiatus. So
Mm-hmm.
I spent like the next 3 years not singing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then uh, I'd say about early 2019, like April, May, my best friend called me over WhatsApp,
Mm-hmm.
um, and he's like, "Yo, man, you still a sing, my youth?" So Tim said, "No, brother, put on your singing and sit, man." Man say, "I hear that, my youth. You might more write me a song and sing it. Send it comes."
Cool.
Sit
Though.
down and me, sit down and me take up the braille thing here. How me do it? Where is it? Now I actually have it. How me do it? Take up that braille something. Yeah, it's like a device.
Mm-hmm.
So me take up this and me turn it on and me um dig in and me thoughts, write something, sing and me say, "Yo, this shot my youth. Get back in the music, my youth." And I feel like it's a good thing for do. At the time, I had time to make a couple songs, and I would just record them and say put them on YouTube, and then um, I mean they got views here and there, but not enough to skyrocket me. And
Right.
then um, uh, another friend of mine, my producer and friend now, he's told me that he was making beats. And I started listening to the beats, and I fell in love with them. I mean, I've been traveling with him because he plays the piano for me, or he has been playing the piano for me for like JCDC competitions and all of that. So he knows how I think, I know how he thinks. So I wasn't my expectations were very high, and I know he was always going to exceed them,
Right.
with whatever project he was pushing out. So I fell in love with his work, and I started making songs on his beats, and then say I think it was like early September of last year, they had this thing on the internet, lighter challenge or something like that. The Shensia.
Right. Right.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know that was a challenge. Um, I don't know. I guess like I saw this song the like 4 days after it came out. I saw the song the Thursday, and then one of my dearest friends that I went to Meadowbrook High School with back in Jamaica, I call him father because he was in sixth form, upper six. Um, 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 I saw him post the video on Instagram of him singing it.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, this is a cool song. Probably I should make a video and post it.
Right.
So I think I went home for the weekend. I just moved into college. I went home for the weekend, and I came back the Sunday night, and I'm standing at my window, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make the video. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I made the video, and I posted it, and I'm gonna make this video stay up for like 24 hours, and if I see it get like 1,000 views, I'll probably leave it. But if it doesn't, I'll take it down.
Right.
So I posted. And then I see people in the comments, Achensia. I'm like, what is this chain? Why? What's the reason? Then I go back to my friend's post, and I see hashtag lighter challenge. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, so that's what it was. So I looked at his caption, and I didn't copy it, but I copied the hashtags because that's the only thing I posted there. Copied the hashtags, I pasted them in the caption field, and then I put the phone down and I went to sleep. And then I woke up the next morning, Achensia.
Wow.
I saw like 10,000 views on the video. Achensia, at Taros Riley, at Romish, at da 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 da. My phone has a thing on it that talks, so I'm able to use it. And it started annoying me because it was blowing up. So I had to put it on mute, and one of the times I turned the phone off, and then later down in the night, I turned it on again, and I saw it was climbing. The video was in the teen thousands, 20,000s, going up. And then another friend of mine that I went to Meadowbrook, she called me and she's like, Shensi, I just reposted on our page, you know. 6 Waves just reposted on our page, you know. And I'm like, oh, cool. So she sends me the links, and I look, and I'm like, oh, okay, something's happening. And then a couple of months down the line, and actually now about a month later, there was this Dexter Daps song that came out. Breaking news. That it came out, and I did a video to it. And I saw that one was blowing up, and then I did another one, and he reposted it. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right, something's happening.
Right.
And then the start of 2021, I don't know what was going on, but somehow Dr. Love stumbled upon me, probably by chance, I don't know. He took interest. He reached out to me, and I'm gonna be honest. I saw the message in the request box, and I was very hesitant to accept or see what it was about, because I know how the industry is. I know how people in the industry are. I know it's a very crooked system,
to say the least.
Yeah, so I saw the message, and I was kind of delaying. I delayed for like 2 days. And I'm like, something told me to answer it. So I answered the message and he's like, "So you have a number we can message up on brother and da 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 da." So I sent him my number and he sent me a beat and he's like, "Well, listen to this and tell me what you think."
Right.
I like the beat. I like the beat, especially the starting.
Right.
And when I say like him, I say, "You would love to work with you." He knows talent when he sees talent.
Right.
And I guess it would be a good investment. As he loves to say, him rich 40 times and broke 40 times, so money is nothing to him.
I love myself.
Yeah, man, I'm a general man. Just send me the beat. I'm listening to the beat like a beat. And I wrote a song a couple of years ago, like it was in 2019 too. I wrote a song, and it just happened to fit on the beat, and that's the song the people are hearing now.
Right.
That's slowly making waves.
Right.
So that happened.
Wow.
And here we are.
Here we are today. Here we are today.
Here we are.
You know, I love hearing the origins because, you know, a lot of times people we have a tendency to look at the top of the mountain, see what's going on up there, and ignore the fact that there's a base of the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And we've got to get from A to B. Talking again about this whole music thing, you know, your story is a compelling one. Your talent is even more compelling. But I always wonder, in a case like yours, is there ever concern on your part that one will overshadow the other? Because a perfect example is this. You are talking to me right about about how you do the responses on IG and all that stuff. For the people who are joining in, are just joining, or even have been here from the beginning up, hold on. Nigy Boy is blind. Nigy Boy is visually impaired. But the ease of which you just articulate you moving around and so forth, it almost, if me close my eye right about the marriage, I'm just keeping it up. I'm just keeping it on it, Nigy. I'm just saying, I didn't choose. But the ease of which you just opt to navigate life. And what I will say is this: it ain't just the training, and it's not just the education, it's not just the skill set. It's an attitude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I get the impression that has been your attitude from day one, from that little boy who was not supposed to be here, who decided to say, "Yo, me have some nice for making away at that, but really gonna run later on." It's just that attitude. Talk to me a little bit about that attitude of I can do it all.
It's been instilled in me. It's something I've always told myself. I was never one to be dependent on other people. I didn't feel it was right to be dependent. I felt like there was something I could do. I felt like there was something I could do to prove, I don't want to say the masses, but to prove the fraction of the world that doesn't believe that an individual with a disability can go out there and strive for greater. I felt that it was my responsibility, my duty to go out there and prove them wrong and show them.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Wow. And that you are doing. And to the earlier part of the question, is there ever a concern of yours to say, okay, you know what, they're going to focus on not necessarily the disability, because to be honest with you, right now, I wouldn't surprise if me say you play for the football team in your school. To be honest with you,
right, I know, man, you play football, you know, man. Man, I'm a young cricketer, you know. I was a young cricket captain, blind cricket captain.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Man, that's what I'm talking about. I can't see them focusing on the disability itself, but a lot of times they'll focus on the story of, you know, more so than the music. Is that ever a concern of yours or not?
No. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to focus on one more than the other, or focus on both. People have their preferences, whatever draws them in, I guess.
Right. As long as they're paying attention, we're good.
Oh yeah.
I love it. And again, not just from the vantage point of disability, but anybody at any point in time that ever questions what they can do. All right. So I must just look for inspiration in Nigy Boy, but download the song. All right. Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. That's where I'm sending y'all. Now you're in college right now.
Yes.
How's college life?
It's killing me, but I'm managing.
You see the honesty was that? The honesty thing.
Professor, anyone, Professor just post one big barrage of assignment to do Wednesday. I'm going to go sit down tonight and go right through and right through and right through. Eh?
What you say? It's killing
I
you.
have to do it. Yeah, man. I have to do it still, man.
I love it. And your
Regardless,
major
I
is
kill
what?
you, they kill me. I'm double majoring in history and political science.
Wow, history and political science. And those are fields that can propel you in mega spheres and mega places because we need people
Yeah.
who can focus like you are. Now, my question is going to be this now. So when history and political science degrees have come about and the plaques are on the wall, because right about now it's Peter Parker and Spider-Man right about now. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them situations there. How challenging is it for you to decide? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do both of these.
I'm going to do both of these. I mean, I'm telling myself right now that I'm going to do both of these, and I will do both of these.
Wow, I dig it.
I know it. I know it is demanding,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I signed up for it after all, so why not follow through?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And on top of all of that, no, you're like I said, this is the age of social media. This is the age of transparency and stuff like that. So I use the analogy of Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Have people at school figured out that Peter Parker in this case is Spider-Man yet?
Yes.
They have.
Not the majority, but a good amount. A good amount. I've figured out. When the song dropped the other day, I remember I was at an event. It was homecoming. And I was walking through a parking lot with a friend of mine, and I heard the song playing in a guy's car, loud on the speakers, and I was there dancing in front of the car to it, and I just saw random people coming, congrats on the new song, congrats on the new song. I'm like, thank you. I've never seen these people in my entire life, and they're like, congrats on the new. Wow, I was surprised. And I felt like I was doing something right. Yeah.
I love it. And the song we're talking about is the brand new single, which I'm gonna drop for them a little bit later. Yeah. It's called You and I. Now you write your own songs, right? You write your own music.
Yes.
What are you drawing from? Is it just creativity at work? Because when it comes to artists and so forth, we have those people who are just creative souls and they can create a story from thin air. And we also have those people who, they need muses in life. And there are also those people who draw on their own personal life. Talk to me about your creative process. When Nigy Boy is writing songs, how are we doing that?
It varies. Sometimes it's creativity. From the literary aspect, I could sit down and think of a story and say, all right, this sounds like it applies to someone's real life. Sounds like it's realistic. So let's go with this. There are other times where, say, my something might be going on in my personal life. Like a couple of days ago, I wrote a song like Saturday morning, I think, based on an event that had transpired in my life, because it was the only way I knew how to express myself.
Right.
So that one, I think I even posted a snippet of it on Instagram.
Wow.
If people go and listen to it right now, the message it sounds like it's saying will trick you when the song actually is released, whenever that time is. But it's much deeper than what they're hearing now.
Right.
But so my personal life is also a factor, and then I mean, sometimes I do have a muse. It might be something that I witnessed. Let's say probably I'm talking to a friend of mine, and the conversation, something about the conversation just stuck out to me, and it's in my head, and I'm like, I feel like I should write on this. Then write.
Right. I love that. As everybody said, a lot of people saying here that they're just inspired by your story, but and so am I. But may I tell you the truth, the energy where got me away, I'm just like, yo, yeah. When I get off of here today, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna do something I did before. You know what I mean? I might call you and say, "Yo, Ned, you don't say no where it goes." You don't say thing drop on me. You don't say no where it goes. But I'm just saying, I'm gonna go do it. Do it. Juggling, I mean, the majors that you have are some serious majors, and again, you have the music and so forth. So I figure more or less it's a between Jamaica, it's a between you just were on stage the other night. So right about now, you plane hopping, you train hopping, and you car hopping, right?
Oh, yes.
Right now, as you look at the future, your trajectory, we're talking projects down the line. The song itself is ridiculously dope, and I'm gonna play it for the masses later. I'm so proper the thing and drag it out. So I'm gonna drop it for them later. But as we look at your trajectory right about now, infinite as it seems, infinite as it sounds, right? When we talk about the music, what do you want people to get from your music? When we say, all right, Nigy Boy is an artist, what do you want them to get from Nigy Boy, the artist? Not Nigel, but Nigy Boy.
Whatever they perceive, I'm giving it to them plain as day. I'm giving them raw emotion,
Wow.
and I want them to feel raw emotion
Wow.
with whatever the lyrics of the song, whatever topic, whatever subject the song is speaking about. Raw emotion, because that's how I work.
Wow. So you ain't gotta dance around the thing, them not have to decipher nothing. It's just straight
No.
up, straight to the point.
No.
And
Yes.
I love that. I love that. I've throughout my years, I listen to music and love music. My favorite, I'm one of those people who dissect this. They say, who are your favorite artists? I'm gonna say male or female. And then after they say, all right, male, I'm gonna say, so you're talking about singer or songwriter, and I'm breaking it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to songwriters, my favorite songwriter of all time is Stevie Wonder, right? And I've always felt like I connected with Stevie's lyrics because they were uber visual. And then I always thought to myself, well, maybe because he's also visually impaired, then he makes a concerted effort to be very visual with the lyrics and explicit with it.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that. Is that the same thing when it comes to you connecting with your people through your words?
Oh yeah. My imagination runs wild. And I try to put on paper a very visual masterpiece, so to speak, that I think would resonate and connect with the audience. It's almost like oh my god, the thought was in my head a while ago and it's kind of skipping out. It's almost like, say, I'm writing the words and I'm singing the words, and people would say, all right, but him can't see or something like that, so how we must sing. Him say, like Stevie Wonder said, seeing through the eyes of my mind. Na, 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 na.
Right.
So it's there's really nothing to it. It's just the feeling.
Right. And it projects that's I like that, because again, there is no taint is the word I'm going to use. Again, when I go back to an artist like a Stevie Wonder, we talk about the senses, and you could speak to me about this. It's like if one sense is taken away or we don't have one, then others are heightened, they say. And I wonder if even your visual impairment, because when I listen to, and I'm going back to the lyrics of the song, when I say it is just crystal clear, it's no puns and metaphors and none to figure out. It's just beautiful, crystal clear to the point. It's like a nicely clean window I'm looking through. Does the fact that you're coming from a different area than visual and being able to the taint and the misscript of what we see around us, do you think that gives you a leg up in terms of putting your thoughts into words and your words into sounds?
No.
It doesn't?
No, I don't feel like it does. I don't feel like it does. It's just plain.
Right.
My thoughts, my feelings, on paper, translated in music for the world to hear. Yeah, I don't think the visual defect has anything to
do with it.
Yeah.
I feel you from either vantage point. I dig that, man. Curiosity. I always want, because again, some of the best musicians we talk about, and we've got them in Jamaica too. But again, we're talking about the Ray Charles of the world. We talk about the Stevies of the world. Do you play any instruments?
I play the drums and the saxophone, and my producer and friend has been teaching me the piano.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're an avid musician, which ultimately means eventually you're probably going to go down the road of production too, if you haven't already.
Probably.
Wow. And then we're going to get one of them Songs in the Key of Life or Hotter Than July type vibe we got from
Oh
Stevie, where
yeah.
he did the
Oh
production
yeah.
and the whole nine.
Oh yeah.
I love that, man. I love that. I
Soon,
love that.
soon and very soon. All in due time.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What's the response been from let's break it down right now because we got friends and family who are with us from day one, right? So,
Mm.
it's kind of like no matter how big and how popular you become, you're still Nigel to mama. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh yes. It's almost like the other day when I did the onstage interview
Mhm,
one of the people I'm gonna call her my family, one of my
mhm,
family members who I grew up with, that traverses the craft market,
mhm.
Auntie Nadine, hello if you're listening. Like she commented, I saw her post a comment on Instagram, and she's like, um my nickname is Peanut. That's how I go by to the people in because I was born very small.
Right.
Peanut, so
Right.
that's easy.
Makes sense. It
She's
makes
like,
sense.
no more Peanut, a Nigy Boy again. I'm saying, no man, I will always be your Peanut. That will never change.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah,
So I figure they are loving seeing you do what you do because again,
yeah,
there's something true. There's something genuine. People do things for different reasons, and we have multiple talents. And sometimes some people will say, "Oh, me have them 5 talents, and I got capitalize on this one." But there's something within your energy, within the songs, that's just true. It's coming from a pure place. So for them to
yeah.
see that, we're talking about as an artist. What's the response you've been getting from the fans?
Um, I'm gonna say from the fans, um,
Good.
from the fans. It's been nothing but positive love, nothing but positive. Um, Tremendous feedback that I really, really greatly appreciate.
Wow.
Um, it makes me feel like I did something right.
Right.
It makes me feel like I delivered.
Right.
And I know the song itself might take some time before it, quote unquote, skyrockets to
Hmm.
wherever it needs to go. But thus far, nothing but positive vibrations.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Oh, Graham Smart, and I just quoted him. That's his.
That's Graham's line. A Graham's line
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That's yeah. Positive vibration. I think that's his album.
Oh, that's his new.
So
That's his album that's been submitted for
I
the
think
Grammy. Big
so.
up yourself, Grams.
Yeah.
Big up yourself. And timing wise, I'm looking forward to your project because artists like yourself are generally project driven artists, and you like to see the start and the completion of a project. So hopefully your project will come out in time to be submitted for the next Grammys. Um,
Yes.
what's the response been like from the music industry and other artists? I know you say the Shenseas of the world loved the video coming up and so forth. But what's the response been like from members of the music industry?
Um. Honestly, I can't. Me personally, I can't speak to that.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, I can't speak to that. I'm not sure if they've checked out the project and given any feedback.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, if
Them
they
go check
have,
it out.
and if they've given their feedback, I'm not privy to it. But
Right.
I'm sure I'll be over the moon when when they do, if they do.
Well, I've been trying to because I can set up this thing on the fly real quick. I'm gonna see if I could get him. Maybe I could get him the optics. So I'm gonna see if I could grab something right now and get him the video. Or so you put time and effort and hard work in the video. Might as well get him some
Definitely,
optics, right?
definitely,
Might
definitely.
as well.
And I
All right.
mean the
My bad. Go ahead.
the lovely woman in the video deserves the spotlight.
Cool, man.
I
Cool,
mean,
man. Cool,
Nigel,
man.
she's standing. Nigel, she's standing with. She deserve it.
Cool. Yo, you know something? Cool, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I got something for y'all.
Oh, da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. And she boy again because I'm guy again. Oh, summer will be over soon. Cause around the corner and When the summer's over, oh, our summer love will end. I don't want it to be over. No, no, girl, I don't want us to just be friends. Really want us to be lovers. Yes, girl, let's make it official, don't pretend. I can't fight this feeling, I can cloak or hide this feeling, gotta realize this feeling, cause I know it's love I'm feeling. Can't deny this feeling, gotta satisfy this feeling, let's share this feeling between us, between us, let's give it meaning. It's way so time. Let's spend our lives together as one. Just you and I. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. I don't wanna leave you, and I don't want you to leave me, boo. Baby, cause you know the real me. Yeah. Similarly, I know the real you. Darling, whenever I'm with you, you make every single thing feel new. I don't know what you done to me, no I don't, but I know you got me way too young. I can't fight this feeling, I can cloak or hide this feeling, gotta realize this feeling, cause no it's love I'm feeling. Can't deny this feeling, gotta satisfy this feeling, let's share this feeling between us, between us, let's give it meaning. It's way so time. Let's spend our lives together as one. Just you and I. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nigy Boy. Yo, I dig that one. I dig that one. I dig that one. Brother, let me tell you something. Let me go straight into it because I know some people. We gotta block some people so them in the ear anyway. So how the ladies been treating you since you dropped that tune on Nigy Boy? Talk.
Oh, they've been flocking to me like birds.
I love it.
My. Flocking to me like birds.
Cool, man. And I know you ain't shying away either. No, I go on. I know the DM's looking up.
Can't say at all. If she say hi, me have to say hi back. Eh?
Brother. Talk to me a little bit about that video. Where'd you shoot it?
Freeport, Broncos. It was an outdoor restaurant and bar, like a seafood place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Freeport, the Bahamas?
No, Long Island in America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bahamas, I dig it.
That's a place I'd love to go to. One of these days.
And guess what? It's coming. The tour. Trust me, I'm telling you this. Just based on the song and the trajectory and where we see things going, the tour schedule is going to be miserable. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have to figure out how you're gonna balance that. But the tour schedule is gonna be crazy.
Me have to go make it work. So
we gotta do what we gotta do.
We have to make it work. Oh yes. I tell you, man, I signed up for it, so I have to make it work.
I love that. The mission is the mission, and you sign up for the mission, right?
Yes. Oh yes.
Nice. Now the song is out. When was it released?
I did it last week. The 22nd. Am I right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And I am going to It definitely in my playlist. I mean, radio will be hearing this from me tomorrow and onward, and I know a lot of other people. I'll be able to share it with a lot of the other DJs because they're gonna want it too. Talk to me a little bit about what you have planned down the road. We're not dropping no secrets. We're not letting the cat out the bag or whatever the case may be. But this is single number one, right?
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
what we planning? We're planning to drop another couple of singles. We'll make work our way up to an album. What are we planning to do?
Um, probably an EP. Is in order. Just to give the eager listeners a taste of new music. I've been behind the scenes cooking up a storm for the ladies because I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Cool.
And then
What between there? The song DJ Lance is in the UK is asking what's the name of the song. It's called You and I. It's a brand spanking new single. It's available right now everywhere. Apple Music, iTunes, wherever in the world you are, you can get that one. It's called You and I, and it's Nigy Boy, Nigyboy. Trust me when I say it's the top of the charts. I'm seeing that one going just because, again, bump the story. Story's inspiring and all that. But the song miserable, Nigy Boy. The song miserable. The song. You mentioned that the beautiful lady in the video. That's you? That's you?
yes.
That's that you? What was I gonna put? Like, yeah, you didn't hear that question, huh? I feel you. Don't let the cat out the bag. You know what I mean? The fans are out here, and you need to appear single for all of them. You know the business goes.
I mean, no, actually, I am.
You are?
I am single.
Cool, no, man. Cool. Well, you done said it right here, so I mean, we'll see how long that lasts. Next time I talk to you, it's gonna be a different thing. No, you said you single.
Sitting there by me hand. Oh God.
You say you single. Somebody are calling later on and about Nigeria. I mean, really?
Pluralize it. Come, I'm here.
I love it. Coming from the background of doing choir and doing all that stuff, I presume there's an affinity for the stage, right? Have you been on stage performing live?
Since the song has been released, no, but we have I'm supposed to appear. I just posted the video not too long ago. I'm supposed to appear close to where the college is right now, at an event on Saturday, I believe November 6th, this Saturday. Blue Point Brewery, Patchog. I don't know how you pronounce this, Cash Fest or something like that. Like between 5 and 6 p.m.
Right.
And I'll be there live performing with the Rising Suns band and Justice General. So yeah, it's supposed to be a fun time. I'll definitely try to keep the crowd entertained, serenade the ladies as best as possible, see where everything goes. Yeah.
Cool. Yes, so the ladies have something to look out for.
Oh,
to look out for.
Definitely.
I love
they
it.
show up. Show up in spades, hard diamond on clubs.
Cool, man. They showed up tonight. They're gonna show up then. I'm telling you.
Oh yes.
And we're talking about the NYC. We're talking about New York City. Which is a nice place to put down some musical roots. You know, I mean, it's an eclectic place when it comes to music, and I know you're gonna be loved and embraced in NYC. How has it been? You know, you're from Jamaica. Again, coming up, living life, doing your thing from Montego Bay to Kingston to all that. What was the transition for you like heading over to NYC? I mean, we got school going on and all that stuff. What was that transition like for you?
Immigration, what a lovely thing.
Honesty.
I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very disorienting at first. I've never taken a train prior to coming here. The food over here it is a letdown, but I mean, you spend time, you get used to it. It's no
Right.
Jamaican. Not even when it top Jamaican chef them cookie, it
Yeah.
can't taste like it come from a yard.
Trust
Such
me.
is life. Such is life. Such is life.
We're gonna make it
Um,
work.
yeah. I mean, over time, we kind of say slowly assimilate.
Right, right.
Um, me no want the accent. Me no want it. Um,
So them can't keep that.
it's not for me. Yeah, you can't keep it. It's not for me. The first day me hear them talking, me say no, not for me. I'll
Yes, I'm
stick to
good.
my roots.
I'm good.
But besides that, I've assimilated.
Nice.
Um, no more culture shock. I've assimilated.
Nice. I love that.
I
I
me
love
can't
that.
me can't stand the cool, but such is life.
Well, that was the other thing I was gonna get in, which is like,
uh,
how do you manage the brutal
can't
weather when it
stand it, but
comes?
me have to manage it.
Right.
Regardless, me have to go out there with the cane and sweep it when the snow they fall. Eh? Yeah, man.
So we gotta do what we gotta do. We
Yeah.
gotta do what we gotta. And that's another thing I
Definitely.
love, brother, is just the fearlessness, the reckless abandon on which you approach things. And I think it's very, very necessary. And I think it will be great for the music because we are in times where people give you a replica of what they're already hearing, a replica of what they're
Yes.
already seeing, versus giving you them. And that's the one thing that is very refreshing. I'm looking forward to from you is pretty much getting Nigy Boy. You know what I mean? And I like
No,
the fearlessness within
yeah,
that.
I'll definitely, I can't even say the words right. I'll definitely deliver me.
Right,
That's what it's supposed to be all about.
right.
Yeah, realism. Yeah, me
I
at my
love it.
finest. And I know that there will be much improvements to make.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm gonna make it.
Right, right, right. But for creatives like yourself, I always wonder also, especially in these times, we talk
Mm.
about times moving so fast. Sometimes I don't know how the creatives, but we find time to be inspired. We find stuff to be inspired by. And then there came COVID, which was another downer.
Yes,
How
I
do
even made a
you, and
COVID song. Oh God.
you have a COVID joy?
I made one a couple when it came out, like after
Oh, okay, okay.
New York lockdown was it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, man, we have to say to a COVID body empty New York, man. Oh Lord God, yeah, man.
Trust me, trust me. Did it the whole COVID situation, the pandemic, people being detached from each other, you know what I mean?
Mm.
The lack of personal interaction, because I presume you even had to be off a campus at some point in time. Was it you know what I mean, virtual existence
Yeah,
in the school world? How did that affect
yeah.
you?
Um, I mean, I'm gonna say all right. In the thick of COVID, I was in high
Mhm.
school. I was in high school.
Got
Um,
you.
and we went virtual. I was home, and I'm gonna say I actually liked it. I loved it. Less
The
work
virtual
for
experience?
me. Less
Wow.
work for me. Me get to sleep. Cause me love me bed. Me love to sleep. Yeah, less work for me.
Cool.
And then um um when I started college, the campus was actually open. Thanks
Hmm.
be to God. The campus was actually open. So I moved on to campus because I'm the type of guy that likes a quiet space to study and think and
Right, right.
work. And I thought being in my own little world would benefit me greatly, which it did.
Right.
So I moved on, and it was virtual.
Hmm.
This it affected me a bit while in college,
Hmm.
as opposed to high school because I already knew the people in high school.
Mm.
Um, and here it was kind of tricky, making connections. I did meet a couple people in
Hmm.
the thick of the pandemic,
Hmm.
but it was very hard making connections. But um, seeing as the America is slowly but surely returning to some semblance of normalcy. Like right now, my campus is bustling. I have like
Mm.
16,000 kids on it,
Wow.
traveling around every morning, every noon, every night. Um, so no, I've managed to meet a couple more people. be a bit more sociable. So yeah.
Nice, nice. And when it comes to the music, I tell you this: a lot of people are paying attention. Producers, artists, musicians, and stuff like that. We all have our wish lists and so forth. So if Nigy Boy could collaborate with somebody tomorrow, I'm not gonna get genre specific, right? Who would it be? If somebody, if Mega say, "Yo, link me up tomorrow," I collaborate with Nigy Boy. Who's it gonna be? Who would you want to collaborate with?
Mm, my. I probably want to link Osha.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Usher.
Yeah. That's what I'm reaching for. Yeah.
So I am mad at you. We're heading for the stars. We're going for the stars. And you never know.
Osha
You might be paying attention. I
Who
dig
knows?
it.
Probably.
I
And then
dig
after
it.
him, if I'm fortunate enough to run into Queen Bee, then yes. So
Cool.
she's like
Jigga don't play that. She's a little protective. You know what I mean? Brother.
I'll definitely notify him and tell him to be on his guard.
See him thing? See him thing?
Yeah,
See him thing?
one look is all it's gonna take.
Niger Boy's up to no good. Up to no good in these streets. I'm just saying, watch yourself in New York, the Niger Boy. No pretty.
I've been Oh.
Listen, these people need to catch up with you. They need to follow you. They need to know what you up to, when you're gonna drop stuff on whatever. What's the social media where them can reach you?
You can find me on Instagram. This is the most popular platform. I mean, TikTok is more for. Oh, no. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Nigy Boy again, NIGYBOY again, AGAIN. I can't spell. What's wrong with me? And if you wanna follow me on TikTok, it's Nigy_boy again.
That's TikTok and IG. You don't too mess with the whole Facebook thing, right?
No, I'm sure I'm gonna have to get back into it. But
All right, no sweat. So what I'm going to do is this: I'm gonna drop this video one more time for the masses before we get up out of here. But I just want to take time out and say thank you, because again, the music is dope. The inspiration is just as dope, and a lot of people are just digging your vibe, digging your energy. And of course, I myself, I'm very inspired. So like I said, when I get off here, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna try to do something I didn't do. If I call you back and tell you it never work out, you done. You're done. But I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate it. And of course, big up Dr. Love. Big up your entire team, everybody who's in your corner, because we know it takes a lot to get this thing to work. You know one thing too I'd like to know?
Continent.
Go ahead.
Continent.
The continent.
Continent.
Mad. Something I'd like to know is this. You're officially in the music business right now. What was it, or what is it that you weren't prepared for, being a professional singer right about now? You didn't see this one coming.
I think you need to give me some more time before I can answer this. I mean, I'm gonna say, and it's gonna be very, very true when it starts hitting hard. Whenever the tours start, I'm gonna tell you. I'm probably gonna call you back and tell you that they might run me ragged, and I wasn't prepared for that, but I signed up for it after all. So whatever comes.
Right. I like that. I like that MO though, and I like the whole concept of I signed up for it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people, you embark on a journey. You took on the journey. You know what I'm saying? And like you say over and over and over, I signed up for it, and the people are gonna appreciate what you bring to the table. So I dig it. You spoken to me. Cameras on you. You tell the people why they should go get the song, and tell them where to go get it.
Right. My people. Nigy Boy again. So yeah, as I'm sure most of you know, I released a song last week, titled You and I. I, for one, I think it's a pretty groovy and catchy song. I have the guys in my suite, like they're chanting this song right now. Yeah. That's the only part they know. So I mean, I would really appreciate it if you guys go out and you got it. It's available everywhere on all digital platforms: iTunes, Spotify. The video is on YouTube. stream everywhere. It's I think it's a vibe. It's an emotional connect for me. It's something that makes me really think. It could even be someone's wedding song. Who knows if you're really into reggae. Yeah, you're bumping this at your wedding. Just when I walking down the aisle. Just when I
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Bro, keep doing what you do, man. Keep doing what you're doing. We went over earlier what you want people to take away from the music, which is, and I dig that, which is exactly what the music is. Whatever you get from it, you get from it. We can't tell people what to get from it. But as far as your story goes, from day one till now, what do you want to? There's a lot of people right now listening in, and they keep making mention that they just love your vibe, love your groove, your personality, and the whole nine. What do you want people to take away from the Nigel Hector story?
I had to cipher that one. I'm sorry. I'd say just always be or let me rephrase that. Sorry, I had to think. I'm trying to structure my words. Persevere. That's it. Persevere. No matter the circumstance, persevere. Never let anything get you down. There's always a way out. You're gonna end up in some situations that you think you can't overcome, but there is always a way out, and there is a God.
Wow, yeah. I dig that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Nigy Boy. There's a Claudette Jones that say, "My son," that you know what I mean?
Exactly. Mommy.
You say Mom Dukes that? That's Mom Dukes?
You don't know vibes, I mean. Mommy.
Cool no man. Mommy knows say be a trouble Nigy Boy out in the streets of cars and be a girl. So you know what I mean, Mom? She gotta be prepared.
Mommy son man, he don't know a thing said.
Bang, bang, bang. You're looking forward to these holidays, man, and Christmas is around the corner. Outside of the fact that New York is gonna be cold as a mug, right? What you looking forward to these holidays?
Quality sleep. Quality sleep and good food.
Quality sleep and good food.
Yeah.
When you were a young boy tearing up Montego Bay, giving all kind of problems, I have a great time. Did you ever envision the day when you would be saying you're looking forward to good food and sleep?
No, because good food it was always present. Present. I remember Christmas time, I gone and my grandfather cook up in chicken and in this and in that, and I sit down with the pickle in front of me and I'm gone.
Cool no,
I'm lost in the pickle. I'm lost.
I said, no, you're in New York. I yearn for some, at least yearn for some good food and some sleep. Back in the day, mommy said, "Come go to bed." I never want to go to bed. All of a sudden now you're yearning for some sleep. And that's
quality sleep.
Nigy Boy.
Quality sleep. Nigy Boy again.
You got stuff. You got class in the morning, right? I hope so.
Oh, I have 4 back-to-back classes. Well, it's not in the morning. It's in the afternoon. 1:15, 3 o'clock, 4:45, 8:15 at night time.
You got a full day. Day. So I just want to say on behalf of Jamaicans.com, on behalf of Homegrown with G Cole, on behalf of everybody watching, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time out to vibe with us. Again, like I said, Oprah's next. All right, I see it coming. Tell her I said what up. So trust me.
Can't wait. I can't wait to meet her whenever that time comes.
Remember, I'm security. Because I'm security.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'll definitely let her know that I'm walking with my envoy. Yeah, man. See that.
Yeah. My brother, I'm gonna drop the song for the people one more time because they, generally speaking, they can't wait to all and put it, but because I'm going video with him right now, I gotta get him the video again, which is a beautiful video. Big up to the young lady, your leading lady in here. She's beautiful. And again,
yes, I could see from a mile. Nobody couldn't tell me. Say me never see in that instant death. Nobody.
You never seen nobody look so yet. The first you see a girl look so beautiful.
Priceless. You can't even find words to describe her.
Cool, no man. You couldn't take your eyes off of her. She knew it too.
No, no, that's why she laughed. So
Cool,
you know,
no
see.
man. Yeah, problems in the Niger boy, man. There's no
Oh,
problems on
that's
these streets. No problems on these streets. Ladies, look out, Niger boys on the loose. And of course, anytime you reach the Fort Lauderdale area, South Florida, hit me up because we have having in the studio live and direct. You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely.
Sit down and do a reason. We're here to support you, man. Anything, like I say, hit us
Much
up. And again,
appreciated.
much respect.
Yeah, my general. Definitely.
Much blessings. I'm gonna squeeze this song for the masses one more time because them love it, me love it, we love it, we got to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Nigy Boy. It's called You and I.
Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na na baby, no, no, na na. Oh, na 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 baby, no. And she boy again because I'm kind again. Oh, summer will be over soon. Cause around the corner and when the summer's over, oh, our summer love will end. I don't want it to be over. No, no, girl, I don't want us to just be friends. Really want us to be lovers. Yes, girl, let's make it official, don't pretend. I can't fight this feeling, I can look or hide this feeling, gotta realize this feeling, cause I know it's love I'm feeling. Can't deny this feeling, gotta satisfy this feeling, let's share this feeling between us, between us, let's give it meaning. Nights waste so time. Let's spend all nights together as one. Just you and I. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. I don't wanna leave you. And I don't want you to leave me, boo. Baby, cause you know the real me. Yeah. Similarly, I know the real you. Now that whenever I'm with you, you make every single thing feel new. I don't know what you done to me, no I don't. But I know you got me way too young. I can't fight this feeling, I can cloak or hide this feeling. Gotta realize this feeling, cause no it's love I'm feeling. Can't deny this feeling, gotta satisfy this feeling. Let's share this feeling between us, between us. Let's give it meaning. Nights waste so time. Let's spend all nights together as one. Just you and I. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time. Oh, oh. Just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just you and I, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, just you and I, yeah, yeah. Together till the end of time.
Miserable, ladies and gentlemen, Niger Boys called You and I. And again, go ahead and get that one everywhere, anywhere. It is You and I, You and I want a verse off of the one and the You and I, it mad. Niger Boy, it mad.
Nigy Boy again. Yeah, man.
It mad. You know, the video, I'm looking at the optics of the video and I'm just saying, yo, that thing, the video itself needs to be on all the channels, on the platforms. The song itself needs to be on all the charts out there. As far as your music, we always got to give credit where it's supposed to be. Big up some producers. Who produced this song for you?
I'm gonna be honest. Dr. Lovin just send me the beat. So if me tell us, remember who produced it? Don't remember.
All right.
All I know is the producer did this one with purpose.
Cool, no man. Cool, no
Purpose. And I can appreciate music with purpose.
I
And
love
that's
it.
how I work. The beat has to have purpose. Or have a groove, a vibe, and I can move with it and rock with it.
I
And I
love
say,
it.
yeah, and me can't dance, now me stiff like a piece of board, you know. So if something can make me move, then you
Yeah.
feel me? I say, you know, say something good.
Cool, no man. Cool, no man. Cool, no man. It's a bad song. Right now, I've gotten a couple of messages on the phone thus far. People asking me about the song. And again, it is Nigy Boy. All right, Nigy Boy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go get that one. It is called You and I. And of course, I'm gonna say certain shows that are gonna be coming up over the holidays. We're gonna put it in the ether. We're gonna put it in the ear. Y'all need to have Nigy Boy on the show. All right. What's your preference, Nigy Boy? Stage, studio? Which one you prefer?
I really have no preference. I mean,
Whichever.
the studio, it's fine. It's a small oligarchy of people there where they're vibing. But the stage, that's for the audience.
Wow.
And I'm sure many out there would love to receive me, and I won't deny them that opportunity. And I won't deny myself the honor and privilege of being in their presence. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, stages across the globe when I need Nigy Boy up on the stage. That's what I'm telling them from now, all right? From Fort Lauderdale all the way up to New York City to Canada to the UK to Japan to wherever. Nigy Boy needs to be up on the stage. My brother, give thanks. Give thanks.
Blessings.
Give thanks, all right?
Blessings. Yeah, man.
Much love. Be safe out there in these streets. All right?
Likewise.
Bless. Ladies and gentlemen, Nigy Boy.